welcome to a brand new episode of Talking Life. My name is Gabriel Manick, and this week we're going to be talking about celebrating your success. This is a very important topic I'm very excited to talk about because this last week I've been reading, mentioned him in the last video, Douglas Nelson. I've been reading his book Catch Fire, and oh man, this book has been firing me up. Not literally, the AC is still on, so that's probably keeping me from... Alright, joke is done. Yeah, this book has been incredible. And not only in this book, but in several other books. Another book called The Science of Getting Rich. This book I've read 5 times. Yeah, I wrote 5 on there. So many books that I've been reading and seminars that I've been going to, I've been talking about how important it is to celebrate your successes. And what they've brought up is that, so many times, like in our society, we are taught to not celebrate our successes because, everyday interactions with people, we are, let's just say something great happened to you, like with your career or in a relationship or something like that, and you go up to somebody who tends to be like, the Debbie Downer, the party pooper, we know all the names. You go up to them and you almost like you can. Your gut's probably not up here, probably down here. You can feel it in your gut that if you tell them, they're either gonna like feel like envious or jealous, or they'll say something like put a negative spin on it, and then you just won't get the enjoyment out of it. So you end up not telling them. And when you do this, you're giving your power over to them because it shouldn't matter who it is. I used to believe that. Definitely only share your successes with certain people. But then again, like you're putting power in their hands again. It's like, well, because now you're going up to the people who that or hope that you're going to get like a positive reaction out of it. You're seeking that appreciation and attention, and chances are that's not too good. So don't care about what anybody thinks or says. Like as long as you feel it in your heart that it's the right thing and that you should feel happy about it, that's all that matters. But no matter what you are celebrating, you need in that moment, or if you are riding that feeling good train, whoever you come across, that you walk by, that you talk to, and they ask, hey, how you doing, man? Hey, girl, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? Tell them, oh my God, I'm so excited. I just met the man of my dreams, and he's wonderful. He took me on the best date. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Or like, if you're a guy and you're like, let's see, I just got a promotion, and holy shit, I am so fired up. I am so excited because I deserve it. I've been working my ass off for months. Like, I haven't felt this in a long time, but I definitely understand it. So yeah, that energy, that passion is so healing, and the energy is incredible that you never know that the person you might be telling might need that transfer of energy. So, you can't think about like, oh shit, what are they going to think about me? Or, oh, they might get jealous, or, oh man, you can't think that because you have the ability, the opportunity to help somebody else just by being excited about something you accomplished. Because then they'll see that within themselves and be like, I want that too. I want that too. And then who knows, they might, that next moment, that next day, that next week, they might make a decision that they have not been making, that they've been procrastinating, holding off to make for I don't know how long. But in that moment, they decide to make the right decision that changes their lives. That's why I believe we are all connected. I was just talking to a buddy of mine, really good buddy of mine today on the phone, and we're talking about like, you have a show, he has a show, and he mentioned that he's like, yeah, so I'm getting ready for my show, and he stops himself and he's like, wow, that's crazy. Like, that's really great that the fact that you and I can both talk and we could both say, yeah, so, getting ready for my show, or this about my show, just mentioning the show. A year ago, he wasn't where he is now. And I told him, that's why I'm so grateful that I decided to take a chance last year, leave Atlanta, go back to New Jersey, and film, a pilot of mine, a sketch comedy pilot. And I took a chance, but I felt it in my gut. So long story short, at that time, he was not thinking about getting into stand-up comedy. He wasn't thinking about it. He said yes to me about coming on the team to be a part of the sketch comedy pilot. And it wasn't until maybe a few weeks after or something, he went on a trip to Vegas and got to be on stage with Penn and Teller. And he realized, stand-up, I need to go back to stand-up. I need this in my life. So just by myself getting excited about, oh my gosh, I'm going to make a sketch comedy pilot because I believe in this, I believe in the humor that I like, and I find it funny, and I think a lot of other people can find it funny, and it'll just cause people to laugh, which is so important to have every single day. So by me doing that, making that decision, taking that action, and then getting this group of people that I trusted, felt that I could trust them to work with me and making this thing together, it's changed one of their lives. It's changed all of their lives. Yeah, one guy lives in New York now, pursuing improv, and yeah. Anyway, it's wonderful because your decision will affect other people. We are all connected. So again, you have the opportunity to help other people's lives because just by living yours the best you can live it, if not more, by taking action and getting excited and celebrating your success. It doesn't matter if it's a big thing. If it's a big thing, man, you better be jumping up and down like a freaking kid who just got a lollipop after going to the doctor, because life is just like that. You fear going to the doctor because like you're either going to get a shot or something, you're going to feel the ouches, and you don't want that. But then after that, you get through it and you're like, oh, that wasn't too bad. And you get a lollipop and you're like, yeah, and that's all you care about then. That's just like life. We fear what may happen. We fear what could happen next. And oh my gosh, I don't want to deal with the pain, whether it's career, relationship. I don't want to go out on that date. I don't want to approach that person. I don't want, because you're trying to protect yourself. That's what the subconscious mind is doing. It just wants you to survive. It does not want you to do things that could potentially hurt you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. Like it does not want you to do that. But once you do that, it changes up here. It's like, oh, I was able to do that. And then the good results come, and you better, I'm telling you better get on top of your bed, your chair, or you can literally do what I did when I found out I put the latest role I worked. I literally jumped on top of my car and just was yelling, and I was so excited. I ran from the pizza place. Inside the pizza place, I was frolicking. Because that's just exactly how the energy that I got, I was expressing it that way. People were looking, nobody, even though I didn't care, because I did not care. Everybody that was in that front foyer or whatever of the pizzeria, they were smiling. One guy's like, hey man, good for you, yeah. And my buddy just looks at me and he's like, all right man, yes, hell yeah. It's just a wonderful thing to express happiness and joy when you succeed at something. So like this is a big important thing, and it helped when I went to the Millionaire Minds Intensive. Think about the times when you accomplish something, again, whether small or massive, and think back at how you reacted. Did you celebrate? Who did you tell? How did you tell? How did you celebrate? How did you hold back? Like, think, literally, just take a moment after watching this video, or you can do this now. Just pause the video. I don't mind. Just think about how you felt. Did you feel the desire, like, oh my God, like, can you feel like how different you would have felt? How different maybe you would even be now if you didn't care about what other people thought about your successes, and how you personally felt about your successes. If you're proud of yourself, you should be damn proud of yourself. You don't need other people to make you feel proud. Accomplishments, life is hard, especially when you're trying to pursue the things you really enjoy. Things are more tough because it's, God, the universe is testing you. It's like, all right, you want this? All right, cool. You better get ready because it's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a tough ride. But if you get through it, You're going to get exactly what you want, if not better. Chances are they're usually a little better. So, yeah, this kind of stuff just really excites me. And it's so important for you just to share your successes. Because again, we're all energy. Everything is energy. Everything. So find the things that you are happy to succeed at, whether moving forward or heck, backtrack. Backtrack to your successes and think about them and feel the celebration now. During the last seminar I went to with two of my buddies, we were supposed to talk about, I think it was like the top 3 accomplishments that we've had that we can remember in our lives. One for me was booking a recurring role on this TV show. Second was getting myself through college on my own dime. Whatever I couldn't get from financial aid, I had to pay on my own dime. I didn't have a car anymore, so I had to literally get myself to school by foot and by buses. It was crazy. So that was a huge accomplishment for me. There was another one I forgot at this moment right now, but like we had to go back into the past, find those things that we succeeded at, that we accomplished, and then in the present moment feel the celebration and how proud we are of having accomplished those things. So you can still, just because they're back there, you can still grab them, bring them right here in this present moment, and use them to fuel you to the next accomplishment, to the next thing you're gonna succeed at. So do that. Write them down, and then start celebrating those things, baby. Do it. Have fun. Laugh. If you need to cry because it's gonna happen, just let it out. And then I guarantee whoever you tell them those things to now, next week, or future things, you are going to change other people's lives in a great way. So, celebrate your successes. See you next week.